what's going on, people? Ellie Nick. Today we're at the AMA Museum in Pinkerton, Ohio. I'm going to give you a little look inside. Let's go. Oh, we're at the AMA. Just entered the AMA Museum here in Pinkerton, Ohio. They don't have a lot of information on anything, though. I'd like to know more about this. Is it original? Was it the wood remade? But nothing. Not much about it. Little single-cylinder engine in there.
I'll have to call some of the guys and see what they say. So he's
There we go. Little single-cylinder. Some training wheels on it.
The only time I ever had butterflies. That's what I had to go try out to road race.
Definitely ain't very comfortable, I can tell you that.
Right before.
Sitting up a little tall, ain't it? I think it's recreated. It looks too nice to be original. 850 Norton Commando. Really buyer's market on these right now, man. They used to be big money. They're not anymore. They've really come down. RC 161. Kind of the bike that put Honda in the game for racing, man. 1961. They weren't the global brand they were back in 1961. Like, most people never even heard of it. Double overhead cam. In 62, I think in 61, Honda won their first Grand Prix, but I think in 62, they won like 18 of the 23 or 24 races, whatever it was that year. They won like every race Honda did. There's an Ace 4. It's pretty sweet. 1924 Ace High Roller. It's $400 brand new. If you only knew. Your grandfather only knew. Could have bought 20 of them. Henderson 4. They're probably about the same price. $400 or $500 brand new. This was 1930. I was right. God, that's right in the Depression. Depression hit right around 29, right? So, who was buying this in the Great Depression? I don't know. There was probably a lot of money in the Great Depression. We got here a prototype. FTR 750 Indian prototype. Would have been cool if they made it. Nice and slim line. A mystery ship. 1980 mystery ship. I don't think anyone would want this. It's a KZ1000 engine, I can tell you that. That's about all I can tell you. I can tell you it's pretty ugly. Sure, there's a story behind it. Oh, it was a Craig Vetter design. I mean, he did make some cool stuff. This ain't one of them, sorry. Definitely not one of them. Ugly. That's the Craig Vetter too. I remember the story behind this. Got the most mileage. Forget what he did with it. 470 470 miles to the gallon. It's a 250cc Kawasaki single engine, single cylinder. It's pretty ugly though. I like this Rickman. Sony exhaust. Missing the side covers though. I had a chance to buy a nice one of these at Barber 2 years ago. Out of Philadelphia, and only went for 10 grand, and it was a really nice one, man. Really nice one. There's my Penton. I just sold this Penton. Had the exact same bike. Sold it. Didn't ride it anymore, so I sold it. Rickman, Zundap. '59 Harley KR 750. Cool bike. Very cool. I'd like to have this right now. This would be a perfect round town bike for me right now. Got a lot of country roads where I live. This would be a nice little bike to cruise around on. I know it was made for flat track racing, but I'd ride it on the street. BSA, flat tracker. Remember, we're at AMA, so most of the stuff in here was AMA racing. Ronnie, unbelievable legend. Let me tell you, 64 Grand National Championship on this bike. A lot of racing in Ohio. NS 750 Honda. Hall of Famer Mike Kidd won the 81 AMA Grand National Champion Series on this bike. It's kind of cool. Different. I don't know about these air cleaners sticking way out there. Pretty far out there. But it's cool. There we go. XR 750. Hall of Famer Jay Springsteen. Won Rookie Year 1982. Got 30 wins on this bike. It's a lot of wins. Let's see what we got hidden back here. All right, I'm gonna finish this room and then go that way because it's not a clear path of which way you're supposed to go. 1977 Yamaha dirt tracker. Ronnie Jones won multiple events in dirt track. Let's see, 1999, 7 retired. So I always liked these bikes though. Yamaha made good bikes in this era in the 70s, man. They were kind of bulletproof and low maintenance compared to the other stuff that was out there at the time. Like I always had the weird stuff like the Can-Ams and the Husqvarnas, and they were all high maintenance. The Yamaha was pretty solid. On the Yamaha. There's Harley-Davidson Aramachi. They were pretty popular in racing, man. People put those down, but the Harley guys put these down. Real motorcycle guys know what these engines can do. They were pretty good. They were pretty good, man. Even the street version, the 350, it's a pretty fast bike. And you can do a lot of work to them to make them faster. They're just almost like the Moto B engine. 1914 Harley Davidson. This is one of the earliest dirt track racers they have. $1,500? No, that can't be right. She's and then rode them. 1914 Harley Davidson factory racer. Okay, 1914 factory racer with full race specs model was $1,500 in its day. was a lot of money in 1914, man. I mean, a lot of money. I was like, might as well have been $1,500,000 in 1914. 1914 houses were like nothing, a couple $1,000s. So, huh? Pretty cheap. 2003 CBRR 600RR. None of these have any provenance. Oh, this one does. John Kugotsky's World Winner, 1997. 10 wins in the World Superbike Championship. These are really good bikes, man. You ride a VFR, they're just a different breed. Just a machine that's have no personality whatsoever, but they never blink, man. Just a Honda. I had a bunch of VFRs and VFs. They're just different kind of bike. Should have never sold my last VFRs. They were nice. CBR, Kentucky Kid. Nicky Hayden spent 2 seasons racing an AMA 600 Supersport Series before he broke out. In 1999, signing a contract with Honda. Doesn't say this was a Hayden bike though. But I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't have his number on it because he was 69. So it's just a bike like his. I always liked this bike, the GPZ. I had an 1100 GPZ. I liked it. It's a long bike, but they were good bikes. Wayne Rainey won a lot of stuff on GPZ. Yamaha TR3. They called these the giant killers because these are little tiny 200 or 350cc bikes, and they'd smoke all the big bikes. And they're small. They were fast, man, because of the 2-strokes. I love 2-strokes. T100R. No real provenance on this bike, is there? No. Well, says a unique way to lose Daytona 200. He had a rag under his seat, and the rag got sucked in the velocity stack. And he was only running on 1 cylinder and lost. I don't know what this is. What is this? There's nothing. Nothing about it. No, it's a Japanese. Could be a Honda motor, a Yamaha motor. Liquid cooled 2-stroke, but once again, no information. This museum, I've been to it. This is new in the last 5 years. This stuff, and so they're just new bikes of stuff that people want on, but they're not the bike that won. So the only thing in here I I like this vintage stuff. The new stuff, it all looks the same. Nice Can-Am. These were always good looking bikes. They just didn't age well because the white turns yellow, like yellow, and you can't get it back to white. This one's not painted either. That's still plastic. So, Bombardier Rotax. 36 horsepower this thing made. They're good. They were cool bikes. Definitely cool looking. The Makos. Honda. They just, once they got into this gen, for me, Because I'm a little guy. They got too tall, man. I couldn't ride them. The Can-Am and the little Tacos and this Mako I could do. But then they got into this stuff. The seat height's so high, it's past my waist. Can't get on them. So, 1975 Honda 400 Super Sport. And notice how all four plates go to one side just to get that look. I think after 1973, when Benelli came out with the 750 with the 6 separate pipes, that all these companies realized the importance of exhaust, because the 6 pipes on the Benelli 750 made that bike sell. It really did. It was the selling point of that bike, because it had 6 separate pipes. So I think people start looking at what can we do artsy with the exhaust, like that. It's pretty artsy. This is a good bike, VFR 83. They did have some cam issues in the beginning, but once they fixed the cam issues, these were really good bikes. And a good looking bike. Same with this. This is one of my favorite bikes, looks wise. Cali KZ1000, they were good looking bikes. When these came out back in the 77, 78, everyone wanted this bike. That coffin tank. They were good looking bikes. Heavy bike, but fast. Fast bike. This is you want to say it's a GPZ, but it's actually not called a GPZ, the turbo model. It was called a Kawasaki ZX 750 ET Turbo. I'm sorry, E1, that's right, E1. It was called the E1. But it's just a GPZ 750 Turbo. But they didn't call it GPZ in 84. I had the 1100, it was a good bike. Really fast bike too. Smooth, really smooth and fast. Some little Tacos, Husqvarnas, Aramachis. Very underrated engine right there. Aramachi can put out some power, man. They got beat down because the Harley guys hated them so much because they said Harley Davidson on them and they were Italian. But don't underestimate this engine. They could beat a lot of big CC bikes. They had some power behind them. And I think the biggest one they made was the 350. But they had a lot of power, man. All right, keep watching. I'll keep shooting. Look, someone tried to turn a Riverside into a Harley. Solo seat and the Sportster gas tank. That's just pure silliness. It's a little 125 two-stroke. Yep, someone was being silly. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Pretty nice Gixxer. GSXR. I tell you, GSXR's had a really good run, man. When they first came out, they were so ahead of everyone else, they had to have their own race series, a GSXR race series, because you couldn't beat them. Couldn't beat them, man. Especially in superbike racing, you just couldn't touch them. Kevin Winham's Geico Honda CRF 450R. Just a beast of a bike. Okay, we're going to head downstairs. Because most of the interesting stuff's down here. My opinion. Stuff that I like. Cool digger frame. I like diggers. I wouldn't mind having one. That's this style of chopper digger. I like them. Okay. 62 BSA Super Rocket A10. 63 Gold Star. 56 Catalina Scrambler. I don't know if I've ever heard the Catalina Scrambler. I've heard the Scrambler, but I don't know the Catalina part. I don't know what the story is why they named it Catalina. I like it though. Definitely cool. 69 Starfire. I didn't care for this gas tank. But each their own. I just didn't like this gas tank. Got real skinny in the back. It's a funky exhaust. Is that stock? That's pretty weird. Don't care for that either. The old Rocket 3. This was the one that you wanted. The one you want today anyway, with the 3 tips out the back. Pretty cool, man. One of the 3 cylinders I wouldn't mind having is a Rocket 3. There's the X75 Hurricane that Greg Vedder designed. They're pretty cool too. The 3 exhausts on one side. They're pretty sharp. Oh, this one's even nicer. This was the Triumph version. The Triumph version's nicer. Just the way the exhaust flared out. Look at the flare on that and the flare on that. This one's much cooler. Yeah, this one's crazier looking. Total 70s. Surprised that the factory didn't put them out, because they would have sold like crazy. I mean, it's 1970s. Look at it. It screams 70s. Alright, let's move along. I don't have a lot of time. I got a plane to catch. Villers Dot. Devoid of trouble. No information on it. Can't tell you nothing about it. So, don't know anything. So I know it's a Villers engine. Husqvarna was ridden by gold medal by USA Silver Vase team member Ed Schmidt. Bored out to over 500 cc's. Probably pretty fast. Nice little Triumph. I like to have this too. I like this. See the look of this. Just leave it just like it is. The old patches on there. Just leave it just like it is and ride it. It's got a headlight and tail light. I will leave it as is. It's tagged too. 03 was the last time it was tagged. I'd get rid of these and put time period correct. These are tractor trailer. But everything else like this, it's nice. Same like this one, Rokon. It's got a good look to it too. Rokons, I don't know if you ever ridden one of these. They're great to ride, man. No shifting, just go. They're pretty fast. It's pretty fast, man. Snowflake wheels. They had no spoke wheels. A lot of people took the snowflake wheels off and put spoked wheels on them, but this is what they came with. Rokon was a great bike, man. And everyone who ever dreamt of putting a snowmobile engine in a motorcycle, Rokon's the only one that successfully did it. And they did it. They did it well. These were fun bikes to ride, man. It's called the Rokon Automatic. And I've ridden plenty of them. They're great to ride. Some of them, a race model, had the rear brake lever where the clutch would go. Seen multiple ones like that. Pretty cool. Little 28 Indian single. Another 28 Indian hill climber. Twin. I think this is my favorite piece at the AMA Museum. Is this Indian. Because the C-cab. It's just cool, man. I mean, it is. It's cool. Cool if it was a little bit longer where you could fit a bike in it. I guess you could put a couple mini bikes in there. It's not big enough for anything else. Let's see if I can turn my light on. There you go. It's probably only 4 feet, maybe 4.5 feet. But it is really cool. It's a cool piece because it has the original paint on it. It's really neat. One of my favorite things here. Harley Davidson, 1929 Hill Climber. Pretty cool. Bunch of some Indians. Okay, 69 Suzuki TR500. RE5, 1976. Spark plugs now. Impossible to find. If you find one, people want $250 for a spark plug. Spark plug only fits this bike. It doesn't use for anything else. Very hard to come by nowadays. 63 Super Hawk CB7. I think they call it CB77. NSU 1957 Supermax. Another one of my favorite bikes, a Villasette 1949 total utilitarian bike. Really just a machine, like almost a farm machine. First year of the Cali Triple. 69 I think was the first year, right? No, that tank's the first year, for first 2 years maybe. 1919 Cleveland. Osa. Osas have dropped in price too, man. They were crazy money. Now they're real reasonable. I think that generation is getting too old to ride. 71 CT90, very popular in the 70s. I don't know what this is. I know it's a speedway racer. You can't see what motor it is. There's no. Can't tell you nothing about it. Sorry. I know it's a Honda. That's all I know. 66 Matador, Taco. Husqvarna, looks to me it is a 70. No, it ain't a 72 because they had the ridged wheels. I think it's a 70. It's pretty though. Harley Davidson Aramachi. Underrated motor, underrated engine right there, man. You can get a lot out of that engine. Just the Harley guys hated them, but it's a really good engine. There's another one. Just a really good engine, man. You get a lot of power out of these engines. Italian. They put out. I know I'm prejudiced. I like Italian stuff, but these engines, you could get a lot of power out of them. Just the Harley guys just hated them. Let's see what's over here. Well, someone tried to turn a Riverside into a Harley. That's just silliness. Pure silliness. 75 Honda 400 Super Sport. All four pipes going to one side. That's what made this bike unique. Pipes make a big difference, man. I think they learned that when the 73 Benelli 750 came out with six separate pipes, because it made that bike popular. This was a great bike. They had chocolate cams, some cam issues, but once they fixed that cam issue, these bikes were fantastic. Same with this Kawasaki, great bike, and still a good looking bike. This is a good looking bike, especially in this color combo. GPZ Turbo. They didn't call this one the GPZ though. ZX750 E1 Turbo, but it's just a GPZ. Same body. I don't know what this is. Yamaha 1000. Oh, GTS. Nope, know it. Triumph TR6 Custom. Nice little scooter. 1914 Triumph. Pretty cool. Alright, let's walk in this other room. You got a lot of memorabilia in here, a lot of signs. It's a small museum though.